To say that Ryan Parsons, a pastor from West Virginia, was an avid fan of history was an understatement. He frequently ventured out for long hikes, always bringing along his metal detector with him. He never knew what he might find. Although using a metal detector was one of Ryan's favorite pastimes, it wasn't something his girlfriend Lisa ever cared for. So he decided to change her mind and take her out for a walk. It would be a walk that would change their lives forever. Because it was Lisa's first trip out with a metal detector, Ryan suggested that they bring along the camera to record their adventures. Lisa agreed. She was excited to see what they might discover. The couple wasn't outdoors for long before the metal detector started to beep like crazy. Had they found something valuable? Ryan told Lisa that the area where they were hiking had been active in the 1800s for Civil War soldiers. Could it be old wartime artifacts? Ryan explained that based on the signal from the metal detector, the chances were good that the item that was buried beneath the ground was likely a button from an officer's coat from that era. Living in West Virginia, Ryan was more than familiar with the history of the area. During his solo hiking and detecting expeditions, he often found plenty of artifacts from the Civil War. Ryan handed Lisa the camera and began to dig while Lisa started filming. She was excited to see what treasure they'd found. Thankfully, Ryan came prepared with a small gardening trowel that he brought along for these kinds of discoveries. As Ryan began to dig, he realized that the object was much larger than he originally thought. It was definitely too big to be some old button. Lisa was curious. What was it that set off the metal detector? Lisa had no clue what could possibly be hiding beneath the dirt, but Ryan had some of his own theories about their find. It might be a Civil War chest plate, he speculated. Whatever it was, he needed to break out a bigger shovel. Ryan started to dig a deeper hole in the dirt when he suddenly struck something. At first, it seemed like the metal detector might have sent them on the wrong path. Is it just a root? He wondered out loud. Ryan wouldn't be dissuaded. He'd just keep digging and working around the object. It feels like a box, he said to Lisa as he kept working his shovel. Before too long, he found out that he was right. It was a box. Ryan started to crack open the box, but Lisa stopped him. She noticed that there was writing on the box, and she wanted to make sure that they found out what it said before they investigated its contents. Perhaps the writing would give them a clue. Ryan carefully dusted off the box to better see what he was looking at. It turned out that Lisa was right. There were words on the box, and in fact they spelled out something pretty interesting. The words read Matthew 13:44 and Proverbs 18:22. They were Bible verses. Ryan didn't have a Bible on him at that moment, but he knew there was a spare copy inside his car. He quickly ran to retrieve it, excited to reveal what the passages said. What would they find? The kingdom in heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, read the first passage. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, read the second. Lisa was absolutely floored. Still, the couple was in for quite a surprise. Of course, Ryan was familiar with both passages. He was a pastor after all, and he came across lots of Bible verses in his many years as a hiker searching for treasures with his metal detector. Confident, Ryan started to pry open the box. That was when Ryan pulled up something so shocking that Lisa was left virtually speechless. He opened up the dirt-covered box and removed a much smaller box, which was covered in velvet. It was a ring box, and Ryan knew exactly what was inside, because he'd placed it there. In fact, the entire day's excursion was all a plan orchestrated by Ryan so that he could propose to Lisa. At first, Lisa was so shocked that she couldn't even respond. Lisa was completely stunned by her boyfriend's romantic gesture. In fact, she was so shocked that her first words to Ryan after his proposal were, "Are you kidding me?" Luckily, her shock was only fleeting. Before too long, she was able to give Ryan her real answer, yes. She couldn't believe that he surprised her with such a unique proposal. It isn't easy to come up with new and exciting ways to stage a proposal, but there's no denying that Ryan definitely knocked this one out of the park. Congratulations, Ryan and Lisa.